What's going on, guys? Welcome back into another video, and today we are back. You recognize this face right here, Nico. Nico is back today. This is the resurrection of something I tried to do last summer, and it just didn't go anywhere.
We're gonna try to bring it back.
We're trying to bring back.
We're trying to bring it from the ground up. We're gonna make something happen.
Start it from the bottom.
We're gonna make something
and
happen.
We're still there.
We're still there. Maybe we took one step.
Maybe not. But we're trying to resurrect the FinatiCast. I did one episode last year, and it just
the lighting.
Yeah, you adjust that.
I just feel like.
There you go.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's good.
So.
Yeah. Whatever's good is good. But we're trying to resurrect that. Well, I am trying to resurrect because it's going to be on my channel. But first off, before we get anywhere, Nico has a new YouTube channel.
Follow.
Go subscribe. His link's going to be in the description, of course. Go check him out. We did a podcast on his channel. He's still looking for a name, but we did that.
If you have a name, comment on.
If you have a name,
comment on this one. Comment on that one.
Comment on this one. Comment on that one. Tweet me. Tweet him. Do whatever. But yeah, so we did a podcast on his channel. We're gonna cover kind of the same topics, but we're also gonna talk about some other stuff as well. But go check him out as well. He started YouTube. Check out that dope content though. And of course, if you are new, thank you so much for clicking on the video, liking, subscribing. It means the absolute world. The support is great. By the time this video comes out, I don't know if we will have hit 300 subscribers yet.
Hopefully we will.
I don't know. Hopefully we have.
If we did, congrats. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Come on.
If we have not hit it yet.
If we're not, what the heck is wrong with you guys?
When we get there, we will be doing a giveaway. Giving away a digital 4K copy of Captain America Civil War. If you want to enter that giveaway, when we get there, you need to be a subscriber. So if you are interested in that, subscribe. And when we get there, we will be giving away a copy of Captain America Civil War. 4K Ultra HD digital copy.
Wow.
Yes, but that is it for the intro. My intros are always so long. But
you guys are subscribed. Don't mess us up for all of us, please.
It's like this is it. Like,
this is it.
We've got
and
nothing
if you
else.
Are subscribed, go and knock on your friend's door. Go and knock on your neighbor's door. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Tell
you
your
don't even
sister,
need to knock on anyone's door.
Tell your dog.
Just text them, because that's how the world is now.
Yeah, just
text and tweet.
Just yell it out.
But you know, today, first thing we're gonna talk about is movies. You know, everyone here knows I love movies. You know, because you're subscribed to the channel. Because you like movies. But Nico,
I watch the videos too.
Likes movies as well. You like movies.
Yeah, I know a couple.
A little bit. So, I mean, obviously, the first thing we got to talk, because I got to talk about it with everyone I can, is Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
The cultural phenomenon.
Also, turn on post notifications for this guy. I have my post notifications turned on for him too.
Do you really?
I really do.
True friend right here. I don't even tell people to do that.
You don't, but you should.
Don't
miss a second.
Don't miss a second of ish.
This content.
When this happens.
This content, not content.
Don't even miss this content. It's the best.
Yeah, MCU world, crazy world right now.
Yeah, this is. I would go as far to say this is the movie event of our generation. You know, like people say, "Oh, this is the event." Like this is the cinematic event of our generation.
Yeah.
I would say this is probably the event of our generation. This is the defining.
Yeah,
movie.
and I was just thinking about it because of the end of Endgame. You would think, "Oh, it's done."
Yeah.
You're right. It's keeping going.
Well, the Infinity Saga is done.
It's done, yeah.
That's the end of the Infinity Saga. But the MCU is obviously still
keeping going,
full steam ahead. You know, we're gonna find out this. Well, this is coming out at the beginning of August. So by the time this comes out, we will have already found out what the Marvel's gonna do at Comic-Con, because we're recording this Comic-Con week. Technically, actually, no, today's Sunday. So Comic-Con week technically
we'll be at
starts.
Comic-Con. Just kidding.
No, we're not. I wish, but no. Comic-Con week officially starts tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. We're going to find out. And you know, I'm very excited to see where they go. I've heard a lot of rumors. It's pretty obvious that Black Widow is going to be the next movie, because that's the only one filming right now. There's been a lot of images, you know.
Do you think it'll still be good? Even though she's...
I think it will. You know why? Because she's one of the only characters that we don't really know much about.
That's true.
Like, we know her general story.
From all the movies that she's featured in. Yeah.
From all the movies that she's featured in. But I'm very interested to learn, like, really in-depth about her origin. Because, like, in Age of Ultron, they have the flashback, you know, they have the flashbacks, and she had some flashbacks, but they were kind of cryptic. We didn't really know what they were about. So, I think it's going to be very interesting. And, we don't even really know what time period. It could be her very origin. It could be just some mission that defined her. I don't know. We know that the villain is probably going to be the Taskmaster. I don't know a lot about the Taskmaster. I don't read the comics, so that's been the big rumor because there's like set photos of the Taskmaster on set. But I think that'll be interesting. I think we're only getting 2 Marvel movies next year, so I'm interested to see what the other one is. But yeah, Marvel. I've got full faith in Kevin Feige.
Oh yeah, they're doing good.
And Disney and Marvel. I've got full faith in them to just continue because they've got the formula down, and they've got so much material in the comics to use. They really only have used one major storyline, the Infinity Saga. They've only used one storyline out of hundreds of storylines
that you could choose from.
And now with the acquisition of the X-Men and Deadpool and the Fantastic Four, all of those Fox, with
Do you think they'll be featuring it?
With that, well, they will.
I think so,
Yeah,
we did talk about Deadpool in mine.
We did.
But the Fantastic Four, I'm glad you brought that up.
Well, yeah, so
that's also good.
The acquisition from the Fox to Disney, it happened a few months ago. I would not, since they develop the series so far in advance, I don't think we'll see any of those Fox characters for maybe another 5 years. Maybe a little bit sooner. There may be like some cameos or some like post-credit scenes. There might be. I think it's a little far-fetched, but it's very interesting because now you have those storylines as well. Like Galactus is a big villain in the comics, which Marvel couldn't use because they didn't have the rights to the X-Men, but now they do. So I don't see Marvel. The only thing that could kill Marvel is superhero fatigue, which is what a lot of people are talking about. Like, oh, do you have superhero movie fatigue? I have superhero movie fatigue for other superhero movies. But Marvel, it's just
not right now.
Marvel has a way of pulling you back in. I don't know how to explain. It's like they have a way of pulling you back in to the point where you're going to watch the movie.
Yeah.
It may be different now since Endgame's over. It was all building up to Endgame, so now it's like, well, what the hell? But I don't think Marvel's gonna have an issue with that. What do you think?
I don't think so either. I mean, I also worried, are they done? But you know more than I do, and man, looks like they're keeping going. And then the Spider-Man movie that did great.
Well, yeah,
it was a great transition.
And we'll transition into Spider-Man. That was the next thing we were gonna talk about. I mean, what did you think?
That one was great.
I think,
and the way they ended the post-credit scene.
Yeah,
making Peter Parker seem like a mess.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Spider-Man: Far From Home,
or Endgame, now it's when this comes out. Now it's August.
You didn't reveal anything, but there are spoilers. We're gonna talk spoilers. That's just how it is. Peter Parker. This is like such a new, fresh take on Peter Parker's story, because spoilers. His identity has been revealed. Everyone's revealed his identity, and he's made to be a bad guy.
Yeah, he is.
They've made him out to be a bad guy.
Whoever knows how long it's going to be.
I think that's going to be a very interesting dynamic.
He's going to have to explain himself in a lot of ways.
And I will parallel that because I just thought of it. I did just recently pick up the Spider-Man video game. I played through the entire campaign in 2 days. That's kind of sad, but I did. But a big storyline in that is there's this private military contracted company that's working for the mayor of New York, and the mayor of New York outlaws Spider-Man. He says Spider-Man's a bad guy. So for a lot of the game, you're swinging around trying to help people, but you're also being targeted because you're a bad guy. So that's gonna be very interesting. They've done that a lot in the TV shows, not Marvel, but like the DC, like in Arrow, Oliver Queen has always been considered a bad guy to the cops, even though all he's trying to do is save the city. But he's always been known as a bad guy. That's been the big thing. I mean, last season he was in jail for half of the season. But, that's going to be very interesting because Peter Parker is always a guy that you're kind of like, oh, he's, friendly. Yeah. He's kind of pure in like, kind of like having...
Well, new Peter Parker, the Tom Holland version, is super friendly.
Yeah, and so it's going to be interesting to where... He's being portrayed as the enemy.
And we don't know how long he will be.
And we don't know, and that's the great part. Because I'm assuming, and I can't assume because technically... Actually, no, I can't. Because he can't make any more cameos until he has another solo film, because the way his contract is structured with Sony, because Marvel is sharing Spider-Man with Sony, because Sony holds the rights to Spider-Man. So they've only got one more movie on that deal, and it's another Spider-Man solo movie. So we won't find out until the next Spider-Man movie what happens to him. He can't do any more cameos unless they restructure the deal, which I'm hoping at Comic-Con they announce they have, but I don't know. I think they should just buy Spider-Man back. They've got enough money. But I don't think Sony will give them up. But that's whatever. That's a total tangent I could go on another day. But yeah, that's a very interesting route they took. Very clever. I think Mysterio is one of the best MCU villains we've had.
Not Killmonger?
Well...
Or I think, maybe Mysterio, because he made you question the movie. Through the whole movie of what's real, believe it or not. Well, it was just crazy.
Jake Gyllenhaal gave a fantastic performance. That's what I gotta say that first.
Yeah.
Well, you bring up Killmonger.
People did like him.
I
didn't see it.
Killmonger's... You didn't see Black Panther?
I mean, I didn't see him as that great. But I'm just saying what people said.
Well, I think he's a great villain because I can understand where he's coming from. The villains in the MCU that are really good are the ones where you understand their motives.
Yeah.
That's why Thanos was such a great villain.
Because he just wanted to balance the universe.
Because one, he was a threat. Like a big threat. But
where he came from.
But two, it got to the point where you kind of understood what he was saying.
Trying to do it. Felt bad
in a very evil, twisted way. You can kind of understand where he's coming from. But that's not with Mysterio, though. Like, he just did such a great job. I think the performance really is what did it. He did such a great job where he's a bad guy. You don't feel for him, but he was still a good villain.
Yeah.
But you bring up Killmonger. I think Killmonger's a top 5 villain. Well, I mean, let me I need to rank my villains, but you've got Thanos, Mysterio, Vulture from the first Spider-Man movie, Hela from Thor Ragnarok, and Killmonger, and Loki. So that's like 6.
Loki villain, yeah.
I would say I'd probably rank. I'd say Thanos is 1, Loki's 2, Mysterio's 3. I'd say Hela's 4, Vulture's 5, Killmonger's 6. That's probably how
Vulture did have good motives.
Vulture was a great because he wasn't trying to like destroy the world.
No,
he was just trying to keep his family safe and in a comfortable life.
That was crazy.
And that was
in a way same for Thanos, but
but he wanted to annihilate mass genocide half the universe.
100%. Thought it would be good, but didn't end up good.
Didn't end up very good for him. Wait, there's so many paper towels in here. Didn't end up too good for him. Okay, now my hand's gonna smell.
Is that what you got it for?
Like rubber for the rest of the day. No, it's just a prop, but I thought might as well pull it out. Yeah. But yeah, so Marvel is still kicking butt. I gotta ask you. I know you're not as so on the pulse of movies like some people are. Like, I
may get in on it.
Well, you might.
I'm trying to, but there's just so much.
Well, I know. And look, that's the thing. That's the thing that kind of sucks. Is like people here know I'm trying to see 100 2019 releases by the end of the year. I'm up to 59 right now, so I'm on pace. I'm very on pace, but it is hard sometimes because you're like, I gotta figure out what movies. It's been a lot of digging on Netflix. Really I've watched a lot of Netflix movies that are very obscure.
Or even Netflix originals?
Oh yeah, a lot of Netflix originals. But there are a lot of movies. Not all of them are that great. Especially this year. This year, there's been a lot of movies that have had high potential and just have not been good, unfortunately. But I gotta ask you, like, of the movies that you know are coming, what would you say is your most anticipated movie for the rest of the year?
Right now. I say Lion King right now just because it's coming soon.
Yeah.
What else? Give me a couple.
I've unfortunately heard not great reviews on that one. I'm still very.
I think because you know the story.
I'm still really looking forward to it.
If, spoiler alert, Simba's dad dies.
Yeah.
If that's really a spoiler, I'm so sorry for your whole life.
Your childhood.
I'm so sorry.
Obviously. Well, Star Wars is coming out at the end of the year.
I have an unpopular opinion. Not an unpopular opinion, but
just hit it.
That great. Like, I'll watch Star Wars. I'll watch it, but. Again, another one that's just so much information.
Oh, hey.
I don't know all about it.
Don't feel bad about that.
Oh, I'm going to watch the movie. Yeah, I'm intrigued, but...
I'm not like a Star Wars fanatic. I mean, I like it and I'll watch it, but I'm not... Don't feel bad about that. Star Wars is coming out. What else?
I think that's a big one. A lot of people want.
I mean, that's the big one. You have like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is directed by Quentin Tarantino, so a lot of people are excited for that. God, what else? I don't even know. I mean, I have a lot of movies on my list, but I can't really think of them right now. Did you see John Wick?
I saw the third one.
Did you like it?
I didn't understand enough. I didn't see the first two.
Oh, okay.
But I liked it. It was a lot of running around and killing, but if you didn't watch the first two, I hear that's what.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of setting up in the first two. But yeah, what other movies have you seen this year?
I saw
really
Pokemon.
liked?
Pikachu.
Did you like?
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought Ryan Reynolds did a good job.
Yeah.
He did a really good job.
What
other
else?
ones? Us. That one messed me up.
Yeah.
That one messed
Yeah,
me up
that
to
one's
this
that
day.
one's
Just thinking about it.
That one kind of is messy because it could you could visualize that happening.
There could be another person of you underground.
Underground, like it's wild. Jordan Peele did a great job.
Just the way and the crazy part, he was a comedian. Just like, man, you're holding
I know, and
all
then
this,
his first two
all
movies
this back. The first two movies are like,
have been
what has
so
been in your
messed
mind?
up. I know,
What?
but they're shot so well, and it's just.
And I think Us was better than Get Out. I really do.
I do too. Oh, I do too. I do
That's what it
too.
was called.
I think Us was better than Get Out.
Us was better than Get Out just because the story and what you think about. Like, sure, yes, Get Out is true, but Us was, man.
I mean, they're both great.
And Lupita Nyong'o, she did a great job.
They're both great movies, but I would have to give the edge to Us. I would personally.
Just the way.
But
And then the way she can talk throughout the whole movie.
Oh my God.
Like,
well, yeah, and like most of the characters.
oh, and the twist at the end still messes me up.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people didn't like that, but I thought it was shocking.
I didn't really like that.
I thought it was shocking. It worked for me.
I had to remind myself that was really, technically her, the girl that was living in the underground. Just like, wow.
I know.
And then another question is why didn't she just get out if she knew she was a regular person?
That is true.
Why didn't she find
that
her way
is
out of the
true.
subway?
That is true. That's probably a big plot hole that people are like.
Could she not have gotten out?
Yeah, was there like a thing where she couldn't? I don't know.
And I'm afraid for why didn't they just kill her?
I don't know.
Probably because she had words. Or then again, she could have taught them words.
I don't know.
Even though she knew enough words.
Now that I
to make it through the movie stumbling, which is crazy.
Jordan Peele, we need answers.
We do need answers. That movie just left you with answers. Like, Get Out, you had the answers, but Us, you still do not have the answers.
I know.
Like, I kind of do want a sequel just to see.
You've brought in a whole new element that I hadn't even thought.
I want the kids' reaction to know that. So that was really her.
I mean, maybe because technically the other chick handcuffed her to the bed. Maybe she just like didn't get unhandcuffed. I don't think that's like legit though. Because
I can't remember once those people unhandcuff you or find a way to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, then why didn't she just leave? Maybe she was down there long enough that she just forgot. But she didn't though because she knew to go up. So
she didn't know to get up.
It's a mess.
Oh my gosh.
It's a mess. But she.
Well, maybe she did know to get up. Maybe because that's their instinct, because they're underground and they know.
Maybe she was like, I want to mobilize to get revenge. That's probably what it was.
She thought of more revenge. Her human instincts kicked in.
Yeah.
Her first sense was revenge, instead of just saying, no, that's still... I mean, my first thing was get the heck out of there.
I just don't know why she mobilized the entire army of other people. Why didn't she just go do it herself? Maybe because she was no match by herself.
Well, then obviously she knew that there was people, that she was a regular person, and there was people above living the better life. She did know.
Well,
so
yeah.
why didn't she just go back? That's the question again.
Why didn't she go back, just take out the other chick and just live the life? Because I guess maybe she had been gone for too long.
Or tell her mom, I'm the real girl, that if it was soon enough, she couldn't have spoken.
Well, if it was soon enough, but maybe she was like we said, like handcuffed down there for that long.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
Because I can't see that because they were so dumb. They were useless, these people.
Yeah, they didn't have the skills necessary.
She taught them everything. I think she did teach them how to kill.
Well, because
with the scissors.
Now I didn't
us.
think about that movie enough.
I did. That messed me up.
I'm so flustered now.
That
I was
one
like,
messed me up. Oh, so you just went through that twist? Okay.
Well, I was like, that's shock. I was like, the twist is shocking, but I didn't really think about it. Wow. And I'm the movie reviewer.
Just when I see such scary movies, I have to think about them because I get so scared.
Well, I did think about it, but God, that's wild. Why I figured out the title for this video. Discussing our biggest us theories.
Us theory, man.
Wow.
Like we do need answers for that one. But then again, I don't want to remind myself.
Comment below
what you guys think. Are we just being dumb, or should she have just gotten up?
Not even that. Just comment below your us theories. Like, do you think we're on point, or like, do you think something else? I don't know.
And do you think Jordan Peele should give us some answers for this one?
I think Jordan Peele deserves an Oscar. That's what I think.
And once in your speech, give us the answers to this. Why did she get up?
Yeah, spend your entire Oscar time giving us the answer to this question. Thank you in advance, Jordan Peele. I appreciate it.
And your husband.
Yeah. So, Lion King, you're gonna say probably is your most anticipated.
Probably at the moment.
Yeah, my two.
I saw mine, which was Spider-Man. That was most anticipated.
My two right now after Spider-Man are Star Wars and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tarantino's gonna be a good movie. All right, so we talked about us again in the comments below. Let us know your craziest theories. God, that threw me. That threw me. I wasn't even prepared for that. But we're not gonna talk about movies the entire time. We're gonna get into some sports because that is both yours and my forte.
Mm-hmm. Best thing.
NBA free agency.
NBA free agency. We're really good.
Thoughts?
Thoughts? Kawhi, man.
I mean,
what would you ever thought? Kawhi, what a fun guy going to the Clippers, man. With Paul George getting traded. My goodness.
That was the most shocking development. That whole thing was Paul George. Traded. Because I don't necessarily say it was a half an hour after, but it was like a few hours in between Kawhi announced and then Paul George got traded.
Really?
I
thought it was like that.
Well, I mean like it was quick.
Yeah,
like it happened really quick. So I was very surprised because I was like,
that's why it took so long, but it happened so quick.
Yeah.
The decision, you were like, why is he taking this long?
Because they were trying to make sure that Paul George would get traded.
Yeah, just...
That was wild.
The Clippers upgraded. And then you gotta go through the Lakers, who have a death lineup right now. A death 5 lineup that works if they can go fast. If DeMarcus Cousins can stay healthy. And so can Anthony Davis. And LeBron, if he could stay healthy. Still, there's problems, but things will work out.
I think with LeBron this year, he's going to be better off because he doesn't have to carry the load like he did last year.
You don't think?
He's got enough help this year. I mean, the main problem was last year he didn't have as much help.
No,
he was pretty much doing it by himself. He had a little help.
He had to carry these big baller babies.
He had a little help here or there, but he really had to do it all by himself. Mm-hmm. So, he had to play through some aches and pains, which then turned into bigger aches and pains. I feel like this year he's all healthy. He'll be all good. He won't have to push his body as much as he did last year. So I think he'll be okay. Hopefully.
He'll be real good. A lot of changes. Kevin Durant maybe going to the Nets with Kyrie.
Kyrie going to the Nets.
My goodness. It may work out. I don't know about Kyrie. I don't think he's very loyal, but I think he's where he wants to be.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the last place Kevin Durant would be. I'm not sure this is where he'll finish his career. If things go well, maybe, but I don't know another place, honestly.
I think they'll be good. I don't want to say they'll be great.
Not yet.
The only reason I say they go to the Eastern Conference Finals is they don't have as much competition as the Western Conference. Mm-hmm. If they were in the Western Conference, they'd get washed.
Yeah, they would.
But
just Kyrie and DeAndre Jordan, they'll get.
Yeah.
They won't make it.
Yeah. In the fact that I just don't see Kevin Durant and Kyrie gelling as well as people think they will. They're both very ball-centric. They both want the ball.
Yeah, but you can give it to KD just to catch and shoot.
You can. True. But it's kind of like and we're going to talk about this more in depth, but it's kind of like a...
Russell Westbrook.
It's kind of like a Rockets situation with Westbrook and Harden.
Two very, 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 very.
They are very greedy, ball-dominant people. I don't think it's as bad in Brooklyn. But I think it's still prominent.
I think KD has had the experience. He can take a step back or he can take a step up. Either one.
Yeah, I'm just worried that they're both going to try to take a step up.
Yeah, that's the thing. Kyrie definitely will because Kyrie thinks highly of himself.
And he's a good player, but I feel like for it to work, one of them is going to have to be a little more selfless. I don't know if either of them are willing to do that. Mm-hmm. I mean, only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
That situation is not as dire as the Rockets situation, though. because I really feel like, no matter how much I love James Harden because he's ASU alum, I really am worried that Westbrook and Harden, neither of them are going to switch how they are. They're going to butt heads, and they're not going to play well. I'm very, very worried about that for the Rockets.
Yeah, me too.
You know, when I saw that Westbrook was going there, I was like, that's not a good idea.
I don't know if it was the best. That's one of those things we'll have to see, and you can predict. Everyone knows that's going to be bad.
Yeah.
And especially for Chris Paul, I hope the best for him, honestly.
You can predict as best as you want, but I mean, again, it's going to come down. Like we're not going to know until
all this season. I mean, I think all of us are excited to see what happens.
Yeah, this is the most excited I've been for the start of an NBA season for a while because I'm not as into the NBA as others like yourself are.
Mm-hmm.
I think it will be very interesting to see how it plays out. I will have a little more of my ear to the wall to see how it's going. But a sport that is more captivating to myself is football.
Yeah, me too.
We're in kind of a lull right now. Not a lot's really happening.
Not much. Almost training camp.
Training camp is starting soon. Gonna get back to it, but I mean, who do you see as the front runner this year?
That's a good question. Right now, the front runner.
I don't think it's
not the Patriots.
Being honest, it's not the Patriots. I'm coming out and saying that up front.
I don't want to say the Steelers either, just because the Chiefs, they will take the AFC. Yeah. They're most likely, right now, they will take the AFC.
Yeah, the Chiefs are the
Steelers, when they played them last year, it was a great game. I think it was 45-41.
It was a very good
That
game.
one was a good game. But so was the Patriots and Chiefs. Anyone who is offensive, the Chiefs are going to play with you. Yes, and they will compete with you, but they're going to score more touchdowns at the end of the day.
That's what I'm going to say. Usually, when you play a offensive-centric team, you're going to get outscored.
And the Chiefs,
the Chiefs will outscore you. That's just how it is. Mahomes is too good, too much of a weapon to not, you know.
But losing Kareem Hunt, do you think that'll hurt them?
No.
You don't think so?
No, because Mahomes is still that good.
And what about Tyreek Hill? You think he's going to be okay? Because he's also facing allegations.
There's new developments in those allegations that are more on his side. I don't want to say that he's free because he's not out of it.
No one's free.
He's nowhere near out of it. But there's new evidence, I guess. I haven't really done any research on it because I'm not a Chiefs fan, so it's not really that much of a concern for me. But there's been new evidence that has come out that supports Tyreek Hill instead of hurt him. So we'll see. But I still think that Mahomes is good enough.
And then the Saints, I see him as a front runner, but I truly think if they don't make him last year, they're done. I think Drew Brees, he probably has one more good year left in him.
Yeah, the difference between him and Brady, because that's people like to compare them because they're the two older quarterbacks that are still good, like really good. Like Roethlisberger's good, but he's not as he's kind of lulled. Okay. That's why I'm not putting him in the conversation. The difference between Brees and Brady is that I believe Brees has better protection from the defense.
You think so?
Brady is always getting beat up and always getting hit. And that's
most targeted, yeah.
That's due to the fact that the Patriots' offensive line is just not good. They weren't good last year, and they're just not good. So, and I feel like the Saints' offensive line is a lot better. So I feel like Brees could probably go further than Brady because he's physically has not been hit as much.
Yeah.
And there may be a stat that he has, but I don't know. I'm not digging into the stats. But just generally, I see Brady on the ground more than Brees. So
that's true.
I feel like with Brady,
Brees is a little bit more mobile, just the tad.
Yes,
just the tad.
That as well. Brady, yes, he does all that stuff to help his body, but eventually your body's going to break down. So I feel like Brees is well suited to last longer.
Yeah, he is.
But we don't know. Who knows? He may just hang up the towel and be like, I just don't want to play anymore. That could happen. I don't see that happening.
I don't either, but yeah, both of them, probably 2 or 3 more years left.
Yeah,
he's already 41. That's what's crazy. He will definitely make it till he's 43, 44.
He wants to get to 45. I don't see that. He may, like, his last 2 years, like, he plays the next 2 years really well. Last 2 years, he's not that good, but he plays to 45.
I might also see him give us a shocker and just say this is the last year, but that'd be at the offseason.
I don't see him doing that this year. No. I mean, it depends on how the season goes. The season could go very poorly. I don't think it is. I think it's going to be a regular.
If it goes very poorly, he's back. That's just the type of person he is, I know.
I think it's going to be a regular Patriots season. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl. But they'll probably make the conference championship and probably lose to the Chiefs. It'll be like a regular Patriots season. You know, I don't. If he doesn't make it to the Super Bowl this year, he'll come back another year if he wants to finish at the Super Bowl. But then after that, who knows?
Yeah. So NFC probably Saints.
It's you and me are probably on the same wavelength here. It's probably the Saints and Chiefs. You know, it's just those are the two good teams.
Another one is, do you think Rodgers gonna work out? Because I mean, a lot of things. I didn't see this as he was that bad of a leadership-wise quarterback. I didn't see it.
I don't know.
I don't think there's a big problem with him, honestly.
Well, I mean, we're not in the locker room.
No.
But just off like what we've seen, he seems just fine. I mean, he doesn't seem very animated.
I mean, of course, I know some people say there's a problem with him calling audibles, but that's what you're supposed to do. The game adjusts.
I mean,
you see
the Rams made it to Super Bowl last year. They called audibles pretty much every play.
Yeah, that's normal.
That's just what happens.
I don't think Mike McCarthy worked out for him. Hopefully, this new coach will.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be interesting to see because Mike McCarthy was there for forever.
Yeah, he was. He won a Super Bowl with them.
So I think that's gonna be very
beat the Steelers.
Very interesting development. You know, the seasons coming up are gonna be very interesting.
Really interesting, yeah.
Both. You know, a lot happened in this offseason for the NFL. A lot hasn't happened in a while because free agency has been over for a while. Now, this is kind of the lull off time for them.
Yeah, it really is.
The NBA, everything's just starting to heat up. I think it's going to be very, very
but now
interesting.
it's going to wind down, yeah.
It'll wind, but yes, it will wind down.
Summer League wasn't that great. I don't know why the rookies haven't been playing that much.
Well, I think because they think they're really good. So they're like, oh, got to get ready for the regular season.
Yeah.
When it's like, hey.
This is kind of your warm-up. You don't know what's going to happen in the regular season.
This is your warm-up. You don't even know.
Especially for the rookies in the Western Conference.
They're in for a time. Unless you're on one of those really good teams. But if you're not, which a lot of the high-class ones
If they still did the All-Star games against the West and the East, that'd be such a sad day for the East All-Stars.
Oh, my gosh.
Good thing they
break
it down to captains. That's also a really interesting thing. Would you want to see that for NFL? They got to change something. The Pro Bowl
they
right
did
now,
that once. They did that once. They did. And the Pro Bowl still got no views.
No.
It needs to count for something.
Yeah. I think the MLB All-Star game counts for something. That's why people watch it.
I would go as far to say the MLB All-Star game is the best All-Star game of all.
I think entertainment-wise,
the NBA.
But I think because they're playing for such a great purpose, the MLB. Yeah.
The stakes
and the players playing in it, they don't know if they're going to be the World Series, but they want to win it just in case.
And they still have a good time, but they play hard. That's also a thing is in the NBA, it's very entertaining because there's a bunch of dunks and it's high scoring.
Then would you want to change it and make it for that?
No defense in the NBA All-Star game.
Then would you want to change it back to East and West and make it for?
Well, see, here's the thing is I don't think there's a problem with the NBA All-Star game because it's so entertaining.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change the NBA All-Star game. The Pro Bowl, you need to make the Pro Bowl count for something. The only problem is how do you do that? How do you do that? Because there's no home field advantage. You play the Super Bowl on a neutral site.
And you think they should change it? Make it that home teams?
I don't know. I wouldn't. I think the neutral site's good.
I mean, right now, because it makes such a big deal about that, and it's the city, economic-wise for that city.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, if your football team sucks,
and you're
never going to have a Super Bowl.
But if you just end up hosting
if you end up hosting, your economy boosts. Like Arizona has hosted 2 Super Bowls. The Cardinals made it to 1, and they ain't making it to 1 anytime soon.
No, they're not.
So it's like, but they still hosted those 2, so that was huge for the economy.
And they'll probably host more. They'll probably host more college football playoffs.
Yeah.
Just because.
Well, the weather's great. The stadium's really good. It's a good spot. It's
Make it play for them, but what do you do? That's what's crazy.
It's a tough case.
I don't think it is a change. Maybe you have to get rid of it.
You might, but that's the thing though is like, the players love it, and there is some entertainment to it. There is, but it's like,
but you have people pull out of it all the time.
Well, yeah, I don't like how. This is one thing I don't like is that the people that are playing in the championship don't play in the Pro Bowl, because in the All-Star game in the MLB, you don't know if you're going to be in the World Series. It's in the middle of the season, so every team is represented.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of stars. So like in the Pro Bowl, the last who knows how many years, the Patriots have been in the Super Bowl. You haven't seen Brady, you haven't seen Gronk, you haven't seen those big names because they've been in the Super Bowl. You know, so that's like one issue I think is you don't get all the stars, especially some of the big ones if they're in the Super Bowl. But yeah, it's a tough case.
It really is.
Because you could be like, oh, home field advantage, but then you've got the economy issue and you've got the hosting issue.
And it's just been such a popular thing. The Super Bowl right now is the biggest event.
In sports. In general.
Yeah.
In general. It's a very interesting problem.
It really
that
is.
I don't know how I don't know how they would fix it. I honestly don't.
You can.
Yeah, because it's just like maybe I mean I would say make it a Sunday night, but they've tried to make it a Sunday night, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like just what they need to pick a time when no other sport is on. Literally.
July.
Like
July 14th.
Yeah. Like,
make it on Sunday, July 14th.
Well, I mean even the Red Sox and Dodgers are on right now. I mean it's like that's a good game. I would watch that over the Pro Bowl, you know?
Yeah,
like,
that's not good, yeah.
It's just like you got to pick literally a day when there's absolutely no sports on for someone to watch
that. For someone to get their football in.
Yeah.
Someone to watch their
Be like, oh, you know, it's football.
You know, well, let's watch it. I want to see Brady. I want to see Mahomes. I miss him.
It's like...
Maybe because when you think about it, if you do it in July, there has been football since February. I think somebody's going to want... Some people are going to want to watch that.
Yes, but again, it goes to just why put a random game in the middle of July? The only reason you do that is if it had something to do with like home field advantage, like the winner of this game to kick off the NFL season before training camp. You could do that, but then it'd be like, you know, oh, it's just a random. It's kind of like the Hall of Fame game, you know?
Yeah.
They do the Hall of Fame game right at the beginning of the training camp. People watch it because it's the first time you're seeing football for months.
It's just something, yeah.
It's something to watch, but
I think that's better because it's so close.
yes, by the time the Pro Bowl happens, you're at the Super Bowl. You've seen football every week, college and pro, for months.
Yeah.
You don't want to watch that. If you did the Pro Bowl at the beginning of the year, which it doesn't make any sense. Honestly, it doesn't make any sense to do it at the beginning of the year because like it's just like
then people are really not going to want to play. Why would you want to waste that fatigue?
Yeah, because the season hasn't even started. Why would you risk getting injured before the season starts? Playing the Pro Bowl.
And if you do get injured, man,
you're screwed.
You're screwed.
You know, and then you're not. And then again, it's the issue of you're not really playing for anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Pro Bowl game, it's the Pro Bowl, and I mean the Hall of Fame game, it's the Hall of Fame induction. Like that, yeah. I understand that, but like the Pro Bowl, you're not playing for anything, so it doesn't make any sense. You know?
Yeah.
That's such a tough thing, because you know the NBA and the NFL do it right. It's in the middle of the season. Everyone gets to take a break. They should have like a bye week in the middle of the NFL season. Instead of giving each team an individual bye week, this would probably be the only way I could think of it. Instead of giving like you know how bye weeks are staggered and stuff.
Or make it 2 weeks, do the first week the Pro Bowl, take a break.
You could.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get to advertise it. I don't know.
That kind of is equivalent to NBA. They take like 6 days.
Yeah,
the first 3 days are the
baseball takes
events.
like 5 days off. You know,
but that's just because NBA that's enough rest. Football they need weeks, 2 weeks at least.
If you're going for that long, you need a few weeks, and that's probably why they stagger stuff. But you know, it's just that's the tough one because no one wants to watch it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I don't know. Let us know down below in the comments how you would change the Pro Bowl. I mean, we kind of went into a deep hole there, but I think it was good. It was a good conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I think we covered a lot of good stuff. I mean, the Pro Bowl, that was a great conversation because
and how people talk about it.
That's a conversation that really boggles me. Like, what do you do? Like, let me know down in the comments below. I think they're probably just going to keep it.
Yeah, probably.
It's not, you know, it's just...
There's bigger things to worry about, I think, for the NFL.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Goodell needs to go.
He
just needs to go. That's another story for another day. But that's pretty much it, guys. Again, if you want to enter into that Captain America Civil War giveaway, you got to subscribe. When we get to 300 subscribers, we will be giving that digital code away. But that is pretty much it, guys. Make sure you go check out Nico.
Please do.
His stuff will be in the description below. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
We'll be back with more videos.
Back with more videos. And we'll see you in the next video.